Oh. Don't mind me. Just, you know, beating Mega Man 3 for the millionth time. Mighty number 9. You've heard about it. I've heard about it. We've all pretty much read the articles, watched the Kickstarter video a million times. For Mega Man fans, this is a true revival of the spirit of the character. Now, with that said, what kind of damage is this going to do, not only to Mega Man, but Capcom, the video game industry in general, and really just Inafune? This is something that we really need to talk about. So this is going to be sort of a back and forth discussion, if you will. Not so much as I record and then I wait for your response, and then I record again and I wait for your response, but I wanted to bring my opinions on this to you guys and hear what you have to say. Because there's a lot of positive press about this Mighty number 9 game. And don't get me wrong, I'm very positive about it. I'm seriously trying to figure out what I'm going to do as far as pitching in for this, because I think it's a great idea, but at the same time, I'm skeptical, and here's why. The first thing that nobody's really brought to the attention of just the general media is about a year, 2 years, maybe 3 years ago, I don't know, whenever it was. The co-creator of Mega Man, Inafune, was basically talking a lot of smack about the Japanese gaming industry. He had, at that point, just left Capcom, or was about to leave Capcom. You know, he churned out Mega Man 9 and 10 with Intercreates. They did some great work. 10, meh, but 9 is fantastic. And when I look back on those games and look at the future of Mega Man, it really makes me sad. It does. Capcom seems to really be whoring out a lot of merchandise lately. And don't get me wrong, a lot of it's really cool and unique and interesting. I'm super excited about the Mega Man board game. I'm actually right now waiting on the Mega Man art book, the remastered art book that's supposed to be coming out in the next couple days. Got my pre-ordered copy of that, hopefully coming in the mail any day now. Might even do an unboxing for you. But I'm really excited about a bunch of Mega Man oriented merchandise that they have coming out. Now, with that said, they've pretty much been whoring out the character just to celebrate the 25th anniversary. Well, where are the games? Where are Mega Man 11? Where is Mega Man Legends 3? Where is, I don't know, Mega Man X, Z, 5, 12, Beta? I don't know. That's what we're waiting on. And we haven't received any word from Capcom other than a fan-made game, which was pretty awesome. You gotta wonder, what does Capcom think about this? They've been pretty silent about all this, and I'm really curious to hear what they have to say. I'm wondering what they have to say about what Inafune is doing, and if they feel that it's kind of a betrayal, if they feel like, you know, they want to choose their words carefully. Because that bridge has already been burned. And in all honesty, when that bridge got burned, I don't necessarily think that it was Inafune or Capcom that got burned on this, but I think their fans got burned on everything. Now, I think Inafune feels really bad about all this, and I think part of the reason why he's making this game, this Mighty number 9, is because he knows that there's a market for Mega Man games, and he wants to recapture that magic in a new spirit of a new character, and kind of evolve the character beyond just a corporate shell that Capcom has made him. Don't get me wrong, Capcom by all means needs to just make it so that Mega Man is their official, you know, icon, I guess you could say, mascot, if you will. Think of him like Mario for the Capcom universe. And with Inafune leaving, I think a big part of that was gone. And I ultimately think that a lot of people just really lost hope that he would come back and make more Mega Man games. And so now that he's making something new, which is blatantly Mega Man, I mean, there's no doubt about it. Even the characters' names, Beck and Call, come on, rock and roll. We get it, Inafune. We get it. It's clever. And it's a really great stab in the back, or right in the jugular of Capcom. But at the same time, listening to Inafune's interviews and reading everything that he's had to say, Don't get me wrong, I'd never say anything bad about the guy, but I'm really wondering, for a developer who's wanted to, as it seems, move on beyond the Japanese development industry, he seems to be retreading on a lot of things and going back to what he kind of was against in the first place. Granted, it's not an original idea. Is it his spirit of something that he created years ago? Yeah, absolutely. But is it something that we need? Do we need a Mega Man, not even a ripoff, because it's the same guy who created or co-created Mega Man. So it's not a ripoff. Is it a spiritual successor? Sure, yeah, I mean that's what they're calling it. But at the same time, you gotta wonder, is this really what fans want? Is it just that we're excited about a new game that plays like Mega Man? Or do we really just want Mega Man? And this is the best we're going to get. Are we settling as gamers? Are we not reaching out to Capcom any harder than we have before? And will we? Will we go back to Capcom and go, alright, check out what he's done. Alright, let's see what you can do. I don't think so. I honestly think that this could spell disaster for Mega Man. And I ultimately think that even though I don't think there's any sort of legal ramifications that Inafune or Capcom will be able to fight with each other against, which is good, but I don't think that this is going to be a positive thing. I think it's going to be positive for the fans, but in the long run I think it could possibly hurt Mega Man. The character, the world, the universe, I don't know. I'm really kind of curious as to how this is all going to go down. I'm curious what you have to say, and I want to hear about what you have to say about this whole topic, about Mighty No. 9, if you're excited. Again, I don't want this to be looked at as a negative, sort of negative video to say that I'm not interested or I think it's a bad idea. I think it's a great idea, and I'm really excited about it, and as I said before, I'm going to donate money, but I'm just worried, that's all. I'd like to hear your response though. Leave a comment or a video response telling me what you think, and I hope to see all of you soon.